I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. Ever since 50 Cent released the Diddy doc, it's had a lot of people in an uproar. I gotta keep it 10,000. It's had a lot of people in an uproar. I don't know if y'all seen what's floating around the internet. That's a fact. I don't know if y'all seen what's floating around. But Day 26, a former group of Bad Boy, a former group that was down with Diddy, is coming out and making some startling accusations. Yeah, he's saying he was actually assaulted by the stylist. I ain't gonna hold you. Maino sends out a very strong message to all victims. Yeah, especially the ones that's claiming they got SA'd and nothing really happened. Let's talk about it. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000.
This is all on legend, no cap, no trap, oh trap. Oh, this is Harlem legend, no cap, no trap, no trap. Hey, this is Harlem legend, no cap, Harlem legend TV. We the realest on the screen, breaking down the culture, keeping everything clean. Hip-hop stories raw, nothing in between. From the block to the world, we chasing a dream. I see the world through a lens so wide. Every hood story, every truth they hide. I'm the pulse of the block where the truth resides. Harlem Legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem Legend TV, where the realness abides. Harlem Legend TV, where the realness abides.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of people coming and they're just being outspoken at this point in time. Yeah, there's a lot of people speaking on Diddy after 50 Cent released his doc series that's been going crazy on Netflix. Well, there's a group that goes by the name of Day 26, and they've already been speaking out. But now they finally done another interview to where I believe the lead singer Q, yeah, the light-skinned one, yeah, hey, you know you like, hey, they love them light-skinned, I gotta be real. You heard? He's speaking out again. And it's strolling all up and down the timeline. They've been all over the place. They've been to Vlad. They've been everywhere, basically stating a claim. Allegations of abuse. Remember Quanell Que Mosley recently shared a disturbing incident involving Diddy's stylist alleging he was given a drink that caused him to wake up in the stylist's bed in pain. I'm just saying, y'all, it's been a lot going on. As of January 2026, the R&B group Day 26 has made several serious allegations against their former mentor and label head, Cent Diddy Combs, following years of complex relationship that began on MTV's Making the Band 4. So these guys have been around for a very long time. We heard the disturbing things at trial when it comes to Diddy. Now, these guys are coming out stating they claim. I got to let y'all hear that. I got to actually put y'all on to what's riling everybody up on the internet right now. 10, 15 years later, almost 20. Pay attention.
Because the pill turned out to be not ecstasy, it turned out to be a horse tranquilizer pill. Now I have to go to mental health every month and get a shot in my arm and shit like I told you earlier because I dealt with trauma of someone trying to hurt me when I got home. I started hearing voices in my head from the effect of the horse tranquilizer pill. I started hearing voices in my head. And
so God bless anybody out there that's been a victim of SA. I just want to say that. because a lot of times, see, we don't know their pain. I got to be honest. I don't know these guys' pain. I don't know what they went through with P. Diddy. We got to keep it honest, y'all. We don't know what these guys went through. We don't know what their whole situation was with Diddy. You heard? They coming out speaking now, and all we can do is listen to what's going on. But a lot of people are giving pushback because it's years later. They waited till Diddy got into a jam. Pay attention.
And the voices were telling me that, not to sound extreme, but that's what the voices said, that Puff was going to kill me or they were going to kill me. I thought everybody that were down there that laughed in that video were trying to hurt me.
Take me through the incident that happened at Fashion Week that led to you and Dunn breaking up.
So I was in Rochester, New York. I get a call from Diddy's stylist. He's like, I need you in Fashion Week to do some events, to make some money. That's what artists do. We go to events, we take pictures for the media, for the blogs. I'm like, okay, cool. He comes out with this straight.
This is wild, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you, and we gotta be real. A lot of people are coming out years later with their stories, right? It's like a lot of people are just catching on now to what's going on. Diddy's stylist, he's saying now. But is anybody being sued? Is anybody being brung to court? I don't know. See, a lot of times, the reason why I don't speak on a lot of these situations because it could deteriorate people from coming forward. You are at the end of the day. No, I've never been SA. I don't know this man's pain. I don't know what these guys had to go through. You heard? Years of abuse, if that's what it is. Well, somebody else with a voice speaks out, right? Maino. You heard? Maino speaks out against people he don't know if they're false claiming. Look, I gotta let y'all hear for yourself what Maino's talking about, because I don't know if he was drinking for the New Year's. I don't know what Maino was doing, but he sends a very strong message. You understand? He sends a it's 2026. If anybody is out there, and I encourage this, if anybody's out there being abused or anything in an actual way or whatever, come forward. Now, I know it's very easy to say for somebody that's never went through that. So that's why a lot of people may give Maino a little pushback. Pay attention to what Maino says of people that's victims and people that's non-victims that's just chasing the clout. He don't know what's going on out here. He's saying it's a new year. He don't want to have to deal with people chasing clout saying they was SA'd when they wasn't. Pay attention.
This is what I'm saying. Like, before I say anything, I want to say shout out and respect to the real victims out there, to the real victims that been,
Now, I want to stop him there because that may be a little edgy. You feel me? The real victims. Hey, look, bro, you don't know who's a real victim. That's the problem, Maino. You don't know.
Before I say anything, I want to say shout out and respect to the real victims out there, to the real victims that been, in heavily traumatized situations, that's been dealing with things, that been essayed, you understand? Because it's the second day of the new year, and it's like I don't want to scroll down, and I'm seeing these niggas post things that I feel like I don't understand. I don't know if I believe these niggas.
That's an edgy situation, Maino. You might not want to go there. Yeah. Hey, look, we're trained to say what we want to say. You heard, and I respect Maino for actually speaking his mind on this situation. But at the end of the day, we have to be careful. Yeah, we have to be careful. I don't know if I trust these niggas. I don't know and I feel the same way, Maino. I got to be honest. I feel the same way. Dudes coming out 10, 15, 20 years later, I don't know. When Diddy is going through trials and tribulations, it's not looking good to me, but we've heard the rumors for years, but nothing has been etched in stone. So I kind of understand where Maino's coming from.
You understand? Because if a man put his meat on you, he should be put to sleep. Why are you telling us these stories 20 years later? It's real victims out there. You understand? You taking things for granted. You see, I got kids. I got a daughter that's on Instagram that's looking at things and may think that this is how.
Now I get where Maino's coming from. He got kids watching this. He got daughters. He got sons. He don't want them paying attention to this type of stuff popping up on the internet. I get it. I get it. But it's very real, and I think people need to know. I don't know. Y'all let me know, did Maino address this the right way, or is he out of pocket?
How it goes. If a man play with you like that, he should be put down, period, point blank. We don't want to hear the stories 20 years later because, honestly, is it clout or is it attention? I don't understand. I just don't get it.
Hey, does Maino make a great point, y'all? We got to call it what it is, y'all, because a lot of times we don't know the clout chasing anymore. It's 2026. A lot of people are making shit up. Yeah, a lot of people are making things up. I got to agree with Maino on this one. But he can be pushing a fine line when it comes to people that actually were SA'd. Now I understand he has children. He don't want his kids watching this online. And hey, look, y'all let me know, do y'all agree with that? Hey, he might not want his people watching this, people coming out 20 years later saying this happened to them and that happened to them. But y'all didn't speak out on it when it happened. I don't get it. Some kids are impressionable. They trying to get on. They trying to get a deal. That's why me, Maino, guys like us, we would never understand them. Is this a good thing that Maino is actually speaking out on this? Or can this turn very disgusting and nasty and backfire on what Maino got going on? You understand? Because at the end of the day, we must show compassion to people that's been caught up in these situations. I got nothing but compassion and love for y'all. But at the end of the day, do we want to hear about this 20 years later, what's going on? You heard? Like, do we want to hear when something finally happens to that person, they come out and say what's going on? What held them back this long? See, we would never understand that because we wasn't victims of this. I'm just being real, y'all. But shout out to everybody involved. Y'all get down in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel. Is Maino out of pocket for telling these people that he does? I don't know whether he's to believe y'all or not. There's a lot of people that feel like Maino. But y'all let me know, was it anything that he even had to speak on? See, we didn't hear the question that the guy actually asked Maino. So we don't know what led to that. We got to be honest. But does Maino have a point when he says, look, man, nobody wants to hear about that 20 years later? Yo, it's your boy E-Oil, a.k.a. the Harlem Legend, man. Get down in the comment section. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. Let's get it.
This is what I'm saying. Like, before I say anything, I want to say shout out and respect to the real victims out there, to the real victims that have been, you know, in heavily traumatized situations, that's been dealing with things, that been essayed, you understand? Because it's the second day of the new year, and it's like I don't want to scroll down and I'm seeing these niggas post things that I feel like I don't understand. I don't know if I believe these niggas. You understand? Because if a man put his meat on you, he should be put to sleep. Why are you telling us these stories 20 years later? It's real victims out there. You understand? You're taking things for granted. You see, I got kids. I got a daughter that's on Instagram that's looking at things and